Taehyung arrived at the airport in a shocking fashion look unexpected. Hello ARMY. Welcome back to BTS fans. The channel where every step, every smile, and every moment of BTS isn't just news. It's a story that touches the heart. And today, we're diving deep into one of those magical moments that seemed to freeze time. When Kim Taehyung, also known as V of BTS, returned to South Korea from Los Angeles, turning Incheon International Airport into what can only be described as a runway of calm charisma and timeless elegance. The arrival, morning light at Incheon Airport. It was early morning at Incheon International Airport. The sun had just begun to rise, casting a soft golden glow through the glass walls. The air was buzzing, not just with the sound of rolling suitcases, but with the quiet excitement of hundreds of waiting fans. And then, as the automatic doors slid open, the energy shifted. All eyes turned. All voices fell silent for a split second. And then came the soft, collective sound of admiration. Kim Taehyung had arrived. Dressed simply, yet radiating an aura that no designer could manufacture. Taehyung walked with a composure that made the entire airport feel like it belonged to him. The outfit, simplicity in luxury. He wore a thick fleece jacket from CELINE, a luxurious blend of navy and red, decorated with the brand's signature triomphe motif. The texture looked so soft and warm, as if it were crafted not just for comfort, but to mirror Taehyung's own duality. The sophistication of a global superstar, and the softness of someone who remains grounded and real. Underneath, a plain white t-shirt, loose, effortless, almost as if he had just stepped out of a cozy morning at home. But somehow, even that simplicity looked intentional. Perfectly styled in a way that only Taehyung could pull off. Paired with olive green canvas trousers, the outfit struck a balance between relaxed and artistic. Every fold, every movement of the fabric seemed to flow in rhythm with his calm steps. And then, the details. White CELINE sneakers, crisp and clean, adding lightness to every stride, as if he were gliding through air rather than walking on it. The iconic accessories. In his right hand, he casually held a CELINE large smiling new luggage bag, crafted from supple shiny lambskin. A luxury piece worth over $5,000. Yet, in Taehyung's hand, it looked so effortless, like just another small detail in his daily routine. He wore a beige baseball cap with a slightly worn brim. Something vintage, something deeply him. Over it rested black CELINE sunglasses. A perfect mix of mystery and class. And then, there was that small, delicate touch. A red necklace around his neck. Simple, understated but meaningful. Fans have noticed he's worn it multiple times before. And many believe it's something deeply personal. A quiet reminder of something or someone important. Even with half of his face hidden behind a white mask, his eyes told stories. Soft yet piercing. Calm yet filled with life. Every glance seemed to connect with the crowd. Even without words. The airport turns into a runway. The sound of camera shutters filled the air. Fans called his name gently, trying not to break the serene atmosphere he carried with him. Taehyung responded in his own way. A soft nod, a small bow, and that faint smile that could melt even the coldest morning. He wasn't performing. He wasn't trying. He was simply being. And that's what made him so magnetic. As he walked down the airport hallway, his fleece jacket swayed with each step, its red shoulders glowing subtly under the artificial light. It wasn't just fashion anymore. It was art in motion. The journalists and onlookers whispered to one another. Only Taehyung could make the airport look like this. The human side of a global icon. What's most captivating about Taehyung is that beneath the layers of fame and luxury, there's still something incredibly human about him. When an airport staff member bowed in greeting, Taehyung returned the gesture with humble warmth. A simple nod, but filled with respect. A gesture that spoke volumes about who he truly is. And as he continued walking, he reached into his pocket, adjusted his bag, and slipped in his earphones. A quiet transition back into his private world. That moment, though simple, felt intimate. Like watching someone step out of the spotlight and back into himself. Departure and aftermath. When Taehyung finally stepped into his waiting car, he turned back once and waved softly to the crowd that had gathered since dawn. The cheer that followed wasn't loud or chaotic. It was emotional. Like a farewell and a thank you all at once. As the black car slowly pulled away, camera flashes trailed it until it disappeared from sight. But his aura, his presence, lingered long after. Fans flooded social media within minutes, posting photos, fancams, and heartfelt messages. Hashtags like hashtag Taehyung at Incheon Airport and hashtag V returns to Korea immediately trended worldwide. And everywhere, the same sentiment echoed. No one does effortless elegance like Taehyung. The meaning beyond fashion. Taehyung's airport look that day wasn't just about luxury brands or expensive items. It was about the way he embodied them. How he made even the simplest outfit feel poetic, timeless, and deeply personal. He reminded everyone that true fashion isn't about how much something costs, but how genuinely you wear it. Style, as he shows us time and time again, is a reflection of soul, not status. Every movement, every glance, was a silent masterclass in grace. It was Taehyung being Taehyung. A global star who never needs to try too hard, because his authenticity does all the talking. And so, ARMY, as the echoes of that morning fade into memory, one thing remains crystal clear. Kim Taehyung doesn't just walk through airports. He creates moments. Moments that turn ordinary places into stories, and ordinary mornings into art. So, what do you think about his latest look? And the quiet confidence he carried that day? Let us know in the comments below. Speech balloon. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so you won't miss the next story about the one and only V of BTS. Because here, on BTS Fans, we don't just tell the news. We relive the magic behind every moment.